not so strong that it puts a hole in the piece right at the very end, so there's quite a lot of pressure on Charlie to get this bit right. That's why they're passing the lane when it goes wrong later. So just pop that on the centre. I'll give it a few seconds just to make sure that those two lines are running in line with each other. When I'm confident that they're in line, what we're going to do is put some cold water around the rim. The idea is to put a big thermal shock into the top. Reduce the heat quite a lot, just in a fine line on the top there. So when I give the iron a tap, it snaps around that line, just because of the thermal shock. When we've gone through that process, to turn the whole thing round, I want the little hole to be furthest into the heat. Whichever is furthest into the heat, that's the part that I can get the hottest. So, take this back to the bench, force it open now. And do that using these metal tongs here, they're called jacks. Just put them inside the hole and literally force that hole open. Alright, I'm now going to go back to that technique that I mentioned before, where I turn quicker than normal. I don't want this to get any wider. As you can see, it's a very close fit now. Instead, I want that widest point to start moving forward. So I'm going to force the heat there and make that part come out instead. I'll bring it out, I'll turn the iron as quickly as I can. At that point, the whole thing will flatten out right in front of your eyes. Okay, it's close to collapse now, so any second now, this is when we come out and then turn quickly. Stupid way of earning the thing. Now imagine, like I said, these would normally be about 5 feet across. If you think back to how the windows were 500 or 600 years ago, although the windows themselves were quite large, each piece of glass was relatively small, 4 maybe 6 inches square. And that's because of the cutting amount of these plates, these crowns. This is called crown glass. And each plate would give you about 40 squares of glass. But you always gave you 41. There's another one left over right in the middle where this is attached. And in the old days that used to be thrown away, sometimes sold off cheaply to the poor people. So there was the bullseye. Of course that's the most expensive part these days because nobody makes cars like this anymore. Charlie's got this fibre out because, normally speaking, when you make a piece of glass I have to put it inside that oven to cool down slowly. This is too big to go in there, so what we're going to do instead is wrap it up in that fibre. It means you get to see how good Charlie's joining was. Actually, no, you get to see how what we have to do to take this off. We just break the steel around the edge, and then send a vibration down the iron, and we'll wrap it up and leave that there for 12 hours.